Hello everyone and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 3 Focused PvP. Today we're starting off with the Black Knight Halberd and moving into the Storm Ruler. Fun times. So it looks like we're starting off with cosplay. What do you got, Roderick? Not gonna fall for that bait? That's fine. Good stuff. Not a bad way to start out the video. I was hoping that I would have had the R2 on him if he had been a little closer, maybe. Oh well. There we go, there's a summon. Finally. Only took a few attempts, but still. I'm in a very impatient mood today. So if I get people who are probably going to end up playing overly defensively, I'm just gonna walk off the edge. I'm not in the mood for that at the moment. I just want fights that are straightforward. I don't want to be chasing someone around for 10 minutes. That's how the first fight of the first attempt at this went. I literally chased a guy around this area for 10 minutes with him healing the whole while. And that just ruined all sorts of patience for me. I'm shocked that was in range. As was that. Like... Okay. Throwing knife cheese, that's cool. So, phantom range and throwing knife cheese is the way the first fight's gonna go. Or second fight's gonna go, rather. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care at this point. But yeah, the first attempt at recording this, the guy literally was running around this area the whole time and healing and just... I'm in no mood for that. I'm in no mood for defensive players at the moment. I just want straightforward fights. If that means cheesy weapons and anything like that, fine. I will accept that. So long as they're not running away, then I'm okay with it. If they're not running away and backpedaling constantly and anything like that, whatever. Throw it at me, game. Just do it. Because I will take all of the cheese so long as they're not playing defensively. And I think I just summoned the first guy that I fought this time around again, which, that's fine. We had a good fight. Yeah, same guy. So that's fine by me. 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. What a waste. I was getting so salty, too. I was getting so salty. He used literally all of his Estus, and he was just running around. He was barely even attacking. And it was just bad. It was just bad. Ah, very nice. Continued with the attacks. I didn't expect him to. That was a good fight. Got some revenge on me for the first kill. It's always a good thing. I can appreciate that. I did land a charged two-handed R2 though, so I'll consider that a win, in a way. Excuse me. So yes, we finally are going to be doing the Storm Ruler, so that should be interesting. But other than that, guys, other than all of the weapons for this video, other than these two, every other weapon requires a respec. Requires an intelligence or a faith build of some kind or another. And as such, next time I will be respecking and using the Crystal Sage Rapier and the Hazel Pick. Basically a magic-y variety of what I used to use back in Dark Souls 1. With the War Pick and Rapier, now it's the Crystal Sage Rapier and the Hazel Pick. So it's, you know, a tad bit more magical than it used to be, but it should be interesting. Karthus Greatsword. You gonna come on down? Cool. Thank you, 3-hit stun. That's awesome. Cool. Gotta love having that quick hyper armor startup, even though your attack hasn't even, you know, gone halfway yet, and my attack was already hitting. It's so stupid. I really... The more I play this game, the more I start to dislike hyper armor. Because on some weapons, it's just silly. The fact that the hyper armor frames start up so early doesn't make much sense. The fact that some weapons, like Halberd class weapons, have barely any hyper armor, again, for their speed they should have some, but they just don't, so, you know, why bother going for something like this when you could use something like this, or something like that. You get a little more attack rating on it, you have a little bit more weight to be fair, but a lot better hyper armor. Okay, we have a mage. Can't roll sideways around that. Doesn't work well. Rip. Or not. No. What do you know, no? That's a question. That is the question. So we'll probably get this fight, maybe one more depending on the timing of it. And then we'll switch over to the Storm Ruler. I'm actually really looking forward to the respec and trying out those two weapons together. It's a bit of a flashback to simpler times. Hello, lag. It's so best. Thankfully, multi-hit attacks are easy to parry, even with some lag, so it's fine by me. Yeah, let's see what time this guy actually makes it in here by. If he's in the world and down here before the 10-minute mark, we will keep using this. If not, we'll switch it over. Simple as that. I'm sitting more angled than I usually do. I'm sitting more in the corner of the screen. Like, I'm sitting more centered on my monitor, actually. Because the way my monitor is, I normally sit about here. The monitor's there. Not there. Straight ahead, that's the seam between the two monitors. Well, almost. But, is what it is. And just barely past that 10-minute mark. This can't be buffed, can it? No, I didn't think that it could. I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Could have killed me right then. This fight's going well. Oh my, he actually knows how to do a charge attack to delay it. That's surprising. Yes, yes. Keep backstepping. Cute. Well, that did not go well. Slight bit of lag threw me off, and, I mean, to be fair, got twin swords anyway. Probably would have ended up losing. Because the attack rating with this, even though it's not horrible, I mean, pretty much every other greatsword is going to be better. Except Ulnar's, but I don't have the faith for that. But even the greatsword of Judgment's better, you know? Is what it is. And I'm only saying better attack rating wise. Although Goddard's twin swords are better moveset wise as well, that's not what we're talking about. Hello, Mr. Paladin. You're using a standard straight sword of some kind or another. I can't quite tell which. Is that Anri's or Stora's? That's going to be Stora's. Aww. That would have been such a cool thing to trade with. Not quite sure where you were going with that attack. That would have been such a cool kill. There are children yelling outside. That was an interesting face. I would love to get a kill with that skill. It would be quite nice. I wonder what the range on it is exactly, because, you know, it looks like it goes pretty far, but it's hard to tell. Alright, Rose Princess, what do you have for us? Another straight sword. People are starting to catch on with how good they are. Morion blade. Huh. Got that bait. Oh yeah, I got a hit with it. Damage is so bad. That was an impressive rolling backstab. I'll admit that. Oh boy. Well, Morion Blade doing some work. Oh, I almost had it. Jeez. Morion Blade really stacked up on that. Probably a red Tearstone Ring as well, if I had to guess. Because, wow, that was like pretty much double damage of what it was previously to when that was hit. That's, yeah. Yeah. Still, straight sword movesets versus great sword movesets. Clearly, the straight sword moveset wins. And I should not have been able to get that skill to land. It clearly looked like it should have missed. So. Shouldn't have had that hit anyway. What do you have for me? Restore a greatsword? Nope, you're a break dancer. Red parry! I can respect that. But no. No. I disagree with that one. Because that is a dodge I have done many, many times. The hitbox is not there. That's... no. That was a tad bit of lag, unfortunately. And that's a shame, too, because that lag would have been allowing for it to be a 3-hit combo any direction that I went. So no matter what, I couldn't have gotten out. Which is a real shame. It was a great parry he had, too. That would have been a fun fight had that not happened. That is a shame. Disappointment. And of course, someone's going to bitch that I'm bitching. Shockingly. Calling it. Calling it now. Invalid complaints are invalid because of opinions. And mine are wrong because I'm the uploader. Crystal Impaler. Oh no. Ugh. It's this guy. He likes to run around and spam L2s, or L1s rather. What do you got for me, Mr. Impaler? Not a whole lot. Yeah, I fought him earlier. When I was doing the warm-up to get ready, he spent most of the fight running around, spamming L1s, and playing somewhat defensively when he was not spamming L1s. So, yeah. Fun. And then when I stopped being aggressive towards him, he backed off and healed. Yeah, fun. What do you have? Partisan? Partisan. Broader tip. Ah, good. You learned to double roll. Good attempts on the combos, but that is one that'll get parried every time. I learned that one the hard way myself, so that's just the way it goes. And now it's time to mix it up. And yes, as I said though earlier, guys, we will be using the Hazel Pick and Crystal Sage Rapier. Sorry, my eyes are bothering me today. Allergies are bugging me. I just feel really dry, you know? And then staring at the screen is not helping anything. And the fact that I need to keep recording after this one to make a backlog for the weekend does not help anything either. So, oh well. It is what it is. I'm going back to New York. One of my cousin's birthdays is, well, birthday party is this weekend. So, I'm going to be back visiting family, doing all that. Maybe, probably not, but hopefully getting a garbage plate. Most delicious, artery clogging goodness there is. Gotta wait later into that attack to get the parry. I always forget that one on the scythe. Scythe parries are very awkward because you have to wait very late into the attack until you actually can get it. And I didn't even switch weapons on that, shame on me. Shame on me. That happens. It just, you know, you get in the moment, you forget to switch, it's fine. No big deal. Not a big deal at all. I'm getting a new microphone soon. Trading in the Yeti for something a little bit better. Going to go with an AT2035, most likely. And a Behringer Xenix soundboard mixer. Call it what you will. Demon Great Axe, you, sir, are using the most interesting weapon of the day. And I can respect that. Okay, you're gonna play it like that. That's classy. If you're gonna go for funky backstabs, so will I, because screw you, buddy. And I'm dead. Oh, I lived. Hey, would you look at that? Hey, I had to make an attempt. But really though, and he switched down a Hornet Ring. I was using the Hornet Ring before. Either way, you know, if you're gonna put on a shield and you're gonna strafe for backstabs like that, I'll go for funky backstabs back. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool to do. here I was hoping it would actually be a good fight, but now he's just playing like a dick. And I can do the same. Should have put on a hornet ring just to show him, but hey, it's fine. That's fine. I know for next time that he is in fact deserving of that. I shouldn't have gone for such a funny kill. Oh well. I'm sure I'll run into him again at some point during the night of recording, so I'm not terribly worried. I'll get him back for it. Sooner or later, I'll get him back. Restore a great sword. Hello, hello. What? Okay. Aww. Failed jump attack, that's fine. Head niche. Aw, that wasn't a backstab? I looked like I was in line with that. That's a bit of a shame. Well, what do you expect? Restore's greatsword is silly. With the damage that it can do, with the fact that it's so easy to use. Not the Black Knight, or Glaive rather, is hard. But, you know, if the person is playing defensively and you're not, my aggressive playstyle gets me into trouble. As I've said many, many times, if I played a little more defensively on that fight, it might have gone different. But that's a waste of time. So one more fight, and then we'll call it. Duddy Ultima. Odd name. Hi. Ah yes, Goddard's Twin Swords, you're that guy. I fought you earlier today as well, didn't I? Aw, you quit on me. Oh. Did you quit on me, or are you using a lag switch now? Someone can't handle a loss, apparently. About that. His lag switch was not strong enough to save him this time. That's kind of sad. Just saying. But it is what it is. Either way, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this one. I had a decent time with the weapons I was using. I didn't really enjoy them overly much, but we had a few good fights. Nothing overly spectacular. And then there was that guy with the Demon Great Axe, but whatever. That was probably the biggest disappointment of the video, having such a fun weapon and then he goes for the funky backstabs. Meh. It is what it is. Either way though, guys, next time I will be respect using the Hazel Pick and the Crystal Sage Rapier. So, good times. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you all next time.